Don't cook with that garbage. Big ass containers. I don't even know if that's accurate in the cooking community. Protein ass pancakes. You should know the deal by now. Come on, bro. Big old pot here. I'm still gonna pull it out every few minutes. Oh yeah, and clean up your damn kitchen. You want to meal prep. You want to know how you can prep some meals, how you can get prepared for the week. I'm your host, Chef Scott McLeod. This is my meal prep tutorial. I gotta give a shout out to my man Sniper Pro 467. Sniper Pro says, nice video, can you film a meal prep tutorial on how you cook your ground turkey and what seasonings you use for it? Let's get to it. We're gonna be cooking some ground turkey, we're gonna be cooking some asparagus, we're gonna be cooking some jasmine rice, and we're also gonna be cooking some USDA choice sirloin steak tips. First up, we're gonna do some of the set it and forget it, because the turkey and the steak are gonna require my constant attention. So set it and forget it. I'm talking about asparagus first. I got 2 packs here. I am also going to be using some calorie-free non-stick cooking spray. Don't cook with oils or butters. There's a few different ways you can do this, but I'm going to be using the air fryer. So for air frying the asparagus, I like to toss it in there, kind of set it and forget it. I'm still going to pull it out every few minutes, shake it up, maybe add a few more of the seasonings in there. The temp should be at 390, that's perfect. And then for the time, it's anywhere from 16 to 24 minutes. So I'm going to set it at 20, and I'm going to keep checking it intermittently. What we got next is the jasmine rice. You can use the rice if you're choosing. This is just the rice that I like to use, the jasmine rice. Just take a look at the nutrition facts. Most of the rices out there are pretty similar. Anyways, what we're going to be doing is 6 cups of rice, or 3 cups of the uncooked rice. Toss in 4.5 cups of water. So we're going to do 6 cups of uncooked rice, which is going to be 9 cups of water. So we got a big old pot here. I don't have a rice cooker. We're just going to be doing this on the stove top. Just a little bit of salt in that water. Turn this thing on high. When it comes to a boil, we're going to turn it on low. We're going to put a lid on. We're going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Another set it and forget it kind of things right here. Next stop on the agenda, we're going to be browning up some of the ground turkey. Now, Sniper Pro specifically asked what I use to season my turkey. You should know the deal by now. No oils, no butters, non-stick, calorie-free cooking spray. Turkey. Sodium is actually an electrolyte. It's critical for muscle contractions. Not a doctor here, never was a doctor. Always consult with your doctor. Always listen to your doctor. When it comes to muscle contractions, sodium is very important. You should already know this by now, and the real OG loyal ass subs will know this because they also follow me on Instagram, and I made an Instagram post about this. Season the shit out of your turkey, make it taste good, get that sodium in. Alright, so as you can see, the rice is boiling. Turn this burner down to low. Pop a lid on there. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 15 minutes.
Your alarm is set for 2:42 p.m.
Also, real quick, another thing you can do with your asparagus, if you're air frying it, even if you're baking it, whatever it is you're doing to it, just no oils or butters, you know the deal. You can use some of the I can't believe it's not butter spray. A little bit of this in the air fryer plus some more seasoning helps the seasoning stick to it. It really does just help it cook a little bit better. If you need that buttery taste, just a little bit of this I can't believe it's not butter spray, but not regular ass butter, not regular ass oil. You should know the deal by now. Come on, bro. Here's the asparagus after 20-ish minutes. I'm gonna give it another 3 to 5-ish minutes. Here Here's an update on the turkey. I'm gonna make sure it's browned all the way through so that we can see no pink. I do also have this big ass lid for the pan so I can turn the heat down maybe to like a medium heat. Hopefully the top will help it retain some moisture so we don't dry it out. I don't even know if that's accurate in the cooking community, but hey, that's what I do, and my turkey tastes great, and it's not dried out. Final form on the asparagus, not too bad there. And the turkey is almost there. We just took the top off, and it's looking pretty good. I turned the heat back up to high, and I'm just gonna make sure every last bit of pink gets cooked completely through. Final form on the turkey there, and my alarm just went off for the rice, and it looks like all that water is dried up. Just before we get going on the steak, I want to point out that the steak I'm using is the USDA Choice Beef Sirloin Tip Steak thin sliced. It's expensive as hell, but it's very, very lean. It's much leaner than a lot of the other cuts of steak. So if you want steak in your diet, you can easily fit this into your calories and macro requirements because it is pretty damn lean. And this whole time, the steak's been out of the fridge, getting closer to room temperature. I don't like to cook it straight out of the fridge. I like to leave it out for just a little bit while I'm prepping the rest of the food, just warming it up just a tiny bit. I believe it cooks better. Again, I'm not a chef here. Well, I kind of am today, I guess, but I don't know if that's accurate in the cooking community. That's what I like to do. I find that it tastes pretty damn good. For steak, I strongly believe that you don't want to do too much. Just a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of the Montreal steak seasoning, pretty damn good. And me personally, I don't like it cooked very well done at all. So for these thin sliced steak tips, you're really only searing it on a hot cast iron pan, which is what I'm going to be doing, for a few minutes on each side at most. You definitely don't want to overcook it. It's also important to note that the cast iron pan is not greased up with butter or oil. It's calorie-free cooking spray. Once again, no butters, no oils. Don't cook with that garbage. Just like that, we got some meals prepped. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can partition it out into those smaller Tupperwares, plan out your lunches, your dinners, whatever meals you're planning out. Since I diet flexibly, I don't restrict myself to any foods. I eat everything out there. I love food. I eat absolutely everything, and I still get and stay shredded. You could too if you watch all my videos. What are you doing, bro? Get on board or get left behind. You need to go watch all of my videos. I don't partition it out into smaller Tupperwares because I flexible diet, and for the morning I'm eating some Coach Scott McLeod's Anabolic Hot Cereal. I'm eating some protein ass pancakes. I might even be using some MTS Nutrition Whey, link in description. I might also be eating some fresh fruit, some Greek yogurt. I don't restrict myself meal by meal and say you have to eat this. One day it might come time for lunch, or maybe my third or fourth meal of the day at that point, and instead of turkey I want steak, or instead of steak I want turkey. So that's why I don't partition it. I leave it in these big ass containers, and then I also leave my food scale right on the table. So I take the big ass containers out of the fridge, I take a microwavable plate out of the cabinet, I toss it on the food scale, and depending on my calorie requirements, my macronutrient requirements, how much I've already eaten to begin that day, then I'll know, okay, I might want X amount of rice, X amount of steak, and a little bit of asparagus with this meal. The next time I eat, I might want a little bit of rice, a little bit of turkey, a little bit of asparagus, or I might want to mix steak and turkey, get all wild and crazy. That's why I keep it in these big ass containers, and then I microwave it. I microwave pretty much every single meal besides my anabolic, well no, that gets microwaved too, besides my pancakes really. And I do so because I hope it helps me mutate and grow bigger biceps. That's me, meal prepping, setting a plan for the week, and honestly, I don't even know how long this is gonna last me. During contest prep, something like this lasted me only midway through the week, maybe a day or two more than midway through the week, and then I was cooking again for either the weekend or for the last couple of days plus the weekend. I don't have an accurate idea of how long this is gonna last for me. Oh yeah, and clean up your damn kitchen. A good chef is only as good as how clean he makes his kitchen afterwards, I think. But clean up your damn kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, if you found value in this video, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see each and every one of you in the very next video.